Well, hello there again, everyone, and thank you so very much for joining me on today's review. Today is a review that I'm actually very excited for. It is a little bit of a departure from what we typically look at. It is an infused rum, or a flavored rum. I know I've been teasing the entire category of rum for a few weeks now, and with spring in the air, I felt it was appropriate to go ahead and break into the rum family a little bit today. And within that family, we're going to talk about a very unique bottling. That bottling being La Colombe Distillery, Pennsylvania rum that they call a different drum. A rum for the bourbon drinker. Okay, so what the heck is that? Well, I typically don't give a lot of plugs here on my whiskey vlog, but in this case, it's kind of unavoidable. So there is a show on Discovery Channel called Dangerous Grounds. A gentleman by the name of Todd Carmichael is the host, and I kind of describe the show as kind of like an Indiana Jones of coffee. He is a high-end coffee purchaser who works with some of the world's premier coffee buyers, whether that be hotels, whether that be private coffee chains, you name it. But anyways, it's an absolutely fascinating show about kind of the dangers that go, kind of come with the sourcing of these rare coffees around the world. And one of the last episodes, and I believe it was season 2, was an episode, I believe, entitled Monsoon Moonshine. Check that, though. Don't quote me. I believe that's what the episode is called. Anyways, the premise of the episode is this Todd Carmichael goes to India to source this coffee bean specifically for infusing into a rum. And what he did was, I don't know where the idea came, kind of the genesis of the whole idea, but he ended up putting $500,000 of his own dollars into this distillery within his little coffee outfit. And he deemed what they call Malabar Monsoon, or Monsoon Malabar, as this ideal rum or coffee bean for infusing into a rum. And the only place this bean, and please, let me tell you right off the bat, I am by no means a coffee bean expert. But apparently, I'm taking his word, he felt that this coffee bean was just exquisite, perfect for the production of this rum endeavor that he was going to pursue. So he goes to India, and apparently what he thought was perfect about this specific bean was they dry it on rooftops in India, and with the Indian ocean breeze, the bean gets a little bit of a sea salt flavor as well. So I just really fascinated me. Again, this is a prime example of the magic of TV, but really fascinated me to the point where I pretty much instantly logged on to their website and picked up actually 2 bottles of the rum to give a try because it just sounded so good. And I'm a rum guy to begin with. So here we are. It took about 6-7 weeks maybe for the rum to actually show up. It showed up yesterday here at my home. Apparently the first 1,500 bottles sold out in 47 minutes. And to this point, I believe there's still a few thousand on the waiting list. A friend of mine is on that list in Kansas City, and he was a couple thousand numbers behind me. So it looks like the demand has been great. Hopefully, helping them pay off that $500,000 debt. So let's jump right into this. I'm very excited. Oftentimes in reviews, I'll do a little bit of homework, so I kind of have maybe an expectation. Sometimes not, but oftentimes. This time, to my knowledge, there isn't even anything out there. So I'm going to be completely winging this, and I'm going to give it to you straight, just what I think, and I'll let you know. Very kind of simple bottle. I really like the design. I like the top, kind of a caramel wax, kind of a Maker's Mark feel, but a little bit more contained, if you will. The back actually just says, a deliciously complex fine rum, handcrafted from sugarcane and rare specialty coffees. Kind of surprising that they didn't actually tell you, hey, you know, we had to go to the far corners of India to ascertain this, but he didn't. So yeah, kind of a really, really cool story, and looking forward to trying it. Right off the bat, without even opening the bottle, it's extremely dark. Extremely dark. It looks like coffee. So I'm expecting, especially with their little tagline, a rum for the bourbon drinker, I'm expecting very robust, obviously coffee influence, probably some oak influence. Other than that, I'll let you know what I think. No age statements on this. I have no idea how long they've been storing their rums. I know they store them for some period because, you know, if you go on the website, you can actually see barrels. But I'm a little bit concerned that they may have rushed to market a bit just simply because of demand. But we'll see. All right. They have a nice little artificial cork. And my goodness, that nose is delicious. Whew. All right. I cheated, sorry. Here we go. By the way, today I'm using a rum sniffer, which is my preferred glass when I'm drinking a rum. And yeah, I mean, wow. That coffee flavor, the coffee influence is just overwhelming, not subtle in the least, which is good, which is actually what I was hoping for. Color, we talked about, very, 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 very dark. Yeah, I mean, I hate to be obvious here, but coffee is the color. It's got kind of like the bottom of the glass is more of a dark brown. The top is more golden, like a coffee, or maybe even a sweet tea. How about? Really beautiful, really brilliant in the glass. Really looking forward to this. So as we know, these snifters aren't as focused with their aromas as a Glencairn would be, but you can still get the nose, and I am getting coffee, caramel, tons of vanilla. Not getting much bourbon, to be honest with you, which makes sense, I guess. It's not bourbon, but sugars, all sorts of sugars, hopefully natural. Brown sugar specifically. Here we go, folks. Let's give this one a shot. Well, if you like coffee and you like rum, you will love this. On the taste, I do get a bit more bourbon on the finish. The mouthfeel is extremely kind of coffee grounds on the back of the throat and the back of the tongue. On the front of the tongue, you're getting more of a butterscotch, buttery, maybe a bit of dark fruit, plums, maybe. But wow, that is very, very, very nice. Not disappointed. And I got an email a few weeks ago, kind of expressing their apologies and the delay, and they were promising that it would be worth the wait, and I would say it was. I would say it was. Yeah, especially in the nose. You really get that coffee in the nose, and when I breathe through my nose. Very, very. That's a beautiful rum. It really is. Again, you know me at this point. If you've subscribed, please do so, by the way. At this point, you know my preference and kind of my thought on flavored or artificially infused spirits. But this one is, it's spectacular. I'm going to put that in, I'm going to probably go ahead and put that in probably my top 5 spirits altogether, not just rums. It's right up there at the top of the lines for rums that I've had. Grade, I will give it a, I'm going to give it a 9. I thought 8.5, but then I thought to myself, man, I'd be hard pressed to have, 2 or 3 different rums that are better than that. So I'm going to give it a 9. Always got to give it a little room just in case I stumble across something. And there is one rum that I'm still searching for that just I'm not able to find, that I've heard wonderful things about. But this is extremely pleasing, palatable, beautiful, pleasant, whatever adjective you want to throw at it. It's fitting, positive, I should say. So, thank you all very, very much again for joining me. I hope you found this educational, especially, like I said, since I didn't really see any other reviews about this beer out there. So, as always, and until next time, real quick, I was going to post the link to the episode of Dangerous Grounds below, but it's one of those YouTube you have to pay for channels. So, go ahead and look for it yourself. Whatever cable provider you have. Like I said, I think the episode is called Monsoon Moonshine, but you'll find it's India rum. There's only one episode like it. So, all right. So again, until next time, guys. Thank you very much, and glasses up.